A zero is a rare sight in random battles. Pilots prefer to fly speedy German Friedrichs, powerful Thunderbolts, well-balanced Spitfires, or nimble Yaks. It's not that often that you see someone flying the most produced Japanese fighter. That makes sense, though. It's not that fast, gets really unhandy at 600 kph, its roll rate is rather poor, and it falls apart after being hit by a few stray bullets. But sometimes you get into a fight with a pilot flying a zero that doesn't feel like a zero. Inexperienced players lose plane after engaging this zero. Veteran pilots are not eager to fight it one-on-one, and bombers are just diving the hell out of the way. This zero is terrifying. But why? What changed? The answer is simple. You've just met a proper sky samurai, a player who's mastered the zero, one of the most unusual and deadly fighters of War Thunder. You can become that pilot as well. Secret number 1. Always fight on your terms. Early Zeros have that excellent maneuverability, but no armor or self-sealing fuel tanks. And also those high-lift, low-speed wings that seriously limit their max speed. If somebody's chasing you, don't try to outrun them. They will catch up with you. That's just a fact. Get ready for a fight. And get ready to fight until all of your opponents turn into roaring balls of flame. That's why you should never find yourself in a position where you have to face half of the enemy team. The Zero is built for quick and decisive duels. Position yourself in a way that it's impossible for an enemy to get a good shot, or even better, in a way that an enemy thinks that he or she can get a good shot, while you're ready and waiting to make your own move to make it his or her last mistake. Use combat flaps, make a sharp turn, and strike. Vi victis, anyone who dares to get in a dogfight with you shall fall. Secret number 2. War is the way of deception. Appear as something you are not. For example, if an opponent makes a move to engage you head-on, pretend that you're going to do the same, but don't try to outshoot the enemy fighter. You'd better master and use the maneuver the real-life Japanese pilots employed. Draw a kind of a square with your sights around the approaching aircraft. This way, its bullets will fly past you without hitting you. When you're out of the lethal envelope, make another sharp turn and deliver your blow. The only way for your opponent to disengage and survive would be a dive. But many players would take their chances and try to make a turn or even go vertical. Too bad. If there is someone on your 6, don't rush to disengage with a turn or any other sweet maneuver of your liking. Let the enemy assume that he or she has you in the palm of their hand, so that the opponent makes something irrational or even stupid when you suddenly disappear from his or her sights. When it comes to bombers and strike aircraft, though, be as careful as possible. Spend your time learning their blind zones and weak spots. Their gunners are your worst enemy. Secret number 3. Use the opponent's strength against him. The faster the enemy aircraft goes, the more sluggish it gets and the less maneuverability it has. Allow the opponent to fly past and punish him or her. In RB, it's even possible to force the enemy to destroy their own aircraft while trying to get away from you. Make them overshoot, lose energy, and turn into easy targets while going up. Force them to fly at low altitudes. Let them lose what little energy they have trying to delay the inevitable and finish them. Secret number 4. Keep your calm. Yeah, that's something that all pilots can benefit from. But when it comes to Zero, being calm and collected is essential. It's not just about being able to see and access everything that goes on around you, it's also about predicting what will happen in the next few seconds. Flying the Zero, you'll have no room for error, and you're bound to make mistakes if you get overzealous, or cocky, or even too happy to score a great hit. A little advice. Before you get into a new match, do a few push-ups, or pull-ups if you like them. No, seriously. Let your blood flow. Get your brain all that sweet oxygen. You'll be much sharper and collected this way. Take a deep breath. Get rid of emotions, especially negative ones. Let your opponents rage and make mistakes. You'll be as calm as a tomb. The Zero is a tough aircraft to master. It requires mad piloting skills, and you have to know absolutely everything there is to know about its capabilities and limitations. This is a plane that is hard to pilot, but easy to win with. So, muster your strength, get yourself a Zero, master it, and soon, enemy bullets flying past will fill your heart with gratitude, not terror. What is there not to love, after all? Your enemy is gracious enough to show you where he or she is aiming. Sad that it won't be a long engagement. See you, Sky Samurai!